you're gonna have this moment like I'm having right here.
With this movie?
Yeah, not with this movie, but you're gonna find a movie that's pissed you off like this, and I will remember this. So
You've done it to me before.
So you let
don't
me
have to remember.
mine.
I'm sure there's tape of it.
You let me have mine right now.
Okay, fine.
I'm not asking for much. I'm not even worried about your review. Let me be mad.
All right, be mad.
Thank you.
That's
Shit.
fine.
I'm ready to talk about this one, boy. I got something to say. Were you there for that?
Oh, I was here for this.
You were there for Baywatch.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
everybody was there. Good. Let's go ahead and talk about Baywatch right here. Now here. So everybody knows Baywatch. I mean, even if you didn't watch the show, y'all had a friend or somebody who was, they had it on the screen. Y'all caught them masturbating to this. Pamela Anderson, man.
Sure.
She was kind of like the Farrah Fawcett of her time.
That's what they called her.
Did they?
Yeah.
Ah, look at me. I didn't even know that. I just took a guess. No, I didn't. But the thing is that they have this picture of her, and it is legendary. So many people had this picture on her wall. So many people in love with her. And as far as Baywatch, that's about everybody remembers from that.
Well, the Hoff.
And the Hoff himself, David Hasselhoff. But see, while people are talking about Baywatch and saying, what could they have done for a comedic reboot, a cinematic comedic reboot, an adaptation? Because there are a lot of people saying that wasn't really much going on to that show. And that's why people kind of looking at the movie. They said, well, the movie just going to add, that's something they can make fun of right there.
Sure. Because ever since 21 Jump Street, everybody's like, it might be one of those.
That's exactly what they're
smart
saying.
like that, where they just make fun of it.
Like Chips.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But see, this was not like Chips, because Chips really nobody was asking for that. No one thought about that. Baywatch got people just a little bit more familiar with it. Baywatch came out a little bit later. Baywatch is a little more legendary.
Yeah,
And
it was an international phenomenon.
exactly.
In all these places that don't have beaches or blonde women.
That's why unless you count Germany, where they love David Hasselhoff.
Yeah. But they don't have beaches.
But they don't have beaches over there. And they thought, okay, well, what can we can't lose with this one, because just like 21 Jump Street, we got A-list actors in here.
Mm-hmm.
We made it edgy. It's rated R.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's a parody. And
if nothing else,
yes,
you got The Rock.
Yeah, and you got The Rock with his big ass up in here.
We're lifeguards. My balls say, you should just take it easy right here.
And Zac Efron.
Yeah, I noticed you had to sit a chair away.
Ooh, yeah.
Usually we all sit right next to each other. Coleman put a chair between all of us. He's like, Zacky Poo's in this.
Did he have a jacket on his lap too?
He was curled up. I'm like, hey, I know what you're doing.
Oh, yeah, I was trying to have a good time, man. But, no, yeah, the elements in there that everybody... I'm looking at this picture right now like, damn, that boy's fine. But here's the thing. Yeah, I'm gay for him. Y'all know that. Ain't no secret right there. See,
Why you got to put a qualifier on it?
yeah, just for him.
Just for him.
and the dudes that look like him. But, I thought, okay, I'm just going to come out and say it, man. Baywatch, the movie.
I thought you were going to say I'm gay.
We're going to come out for Zac Efron, yes.
There you go.
I'm just going to come out and say it. I ain't trying to hide anything right here. It's one of those films where I ain't trying to lead up to the review. I'm going to tell you right now, this is bullshit. And the reason why is because Baywatch ended up being everything that I thought 21 Jump Street, the movie, was going to be.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the thing with with Baywatch. Baywatch, I even give more credit if you can make it work, because Baywatch is a movie that it's harder to parody.
Well, yeah, because 21 Jump Street, the show itself, it wasn't like it was a goofy show. Like, when, you had to get past the premise, and sure, it was, it had its trappings of being the late 80s.
Yeah.
But other than that, you're like, well, that's something of a solid idea here. It worked for the Mod Squad. Why not?
Well, let me tell you about 21 Jump Street. No, it was fucking stupid. It was stupid. And the difference between 21 Jump Street and Baywatch, 21 Jump Street didn't know it was stupid. It was not self-aware as Baywatch was. this one I knew I was becoming a man because I was a teenager. I was about 17, 18 when this came out, and I actually looked at this and said, "This is fucking stupid." I could not take this seriously at all.
Well, yeah, man. If you're gonna contradict me and show clips at the same time,
that's what I'm here for. Yeah, I brought weapons to this fight. Hey, come on, man. You looking at this?
All right, you win.
But Martin, the thing is, it's been years. It's dumber than you remember.
Oh, I don't doubt it because it wasn't like I watched it.
Yeah,
I should remember it would come on, and I would just wait for Tracy Ullman and The Simpsons to come on after.
Yeah,
that.
but when I saw it, I was like, this is horrible. And I mean, it was successful because they had cute people in there and a crazy ass premise.
Sure.
Policemen who undercovers high school students. It should have been almost a parody of itself, but it was not. It took itself kind of seriously. Unlike Baywatch was stupid. It knew it was stupid.
Did it know?
They knew.
Martin, especially, I mean, if Baywatch didn't convince you, then Baywatch Nights definitely knew.
Well, I knew about that.
6 hours. I'm telling you, man. I'm sorry. I can't.
Ooh.
I'll cut her, man.
Now we both got one.
Looking like the chicken man from Family Guy. They had a whole fight. No, I didn't know that fight. I edited it down. They did a whole fight with a Negro dressed up like a chicken.
In a chicken restaurant.
In a fried chicken restaurant.
So is that racist or just ironic?
Kinda. But they knew. So, it was okay.
I know. I'm looking at it. To me, it doesn't say they knew.
Well, either way it goes, whether they knew what they were doing or they didn't know what they were doing, this movie don't know what the fuck it's doing at all.
That's true.
And I can tell you, because one of the things, there are things that are happening here, whether Baywatch knew what it was doing or not, this movie, it doesn't understand parody. There are so many missed opportunities here that you have, number one, you got a movie where it's lifeguards who are trying to be policemen. Mm-hmm. That should have been the joke right there, that they are actually going out there trying to solve crimes and don't know what they're doing. By the end of the movie, the villain probably got away and they bungled the whole case. And furthermore, they could have done it in the most shallow kind of ways, because they should have been, like, they're trying to be cops in the movie. Mm-hmm. They should have been really narcissistic, egotistical people who, that's why they couldn't really do their job, because they were too busy looking at each other and looking at themselves and sleeping with each other. Like
Samuel L. Jackson and was it The Nice Guys, or what was the one?
Yeah,
the other guy.
The other guys.
Yeah, it should have been something like that. But that's not the case that they do right here. They miss so many opportunities in this movie. I've never seen a movie that fucked up so many opportunities like this film did right here. They have so much stuff to parody in the film, and they don't know how to do it. They have these girls in this movie, and they don't do shit. They are there to look good, like the girls in Baywatch. Yeah. They could have been making this could have been something where you had a parody of these women who look good, they're fine as hell, but they cannot get these guys to take them seriously at all. They're trying to be respected. They even solve some of the things, and these horny ass dudes are not looking at them. But no, what you get in this movie, hey, when you see titties is titties.
Do you just look at my boobs?
I was not my intention. I didn't.
Testing.
Nice try acting like you making a statement about body parts and objectifying women and sexism, but no, they know what they're doing. They're trying to sell this movie by titties, man. And furthermore, this little relationship, because it's going to happen between her and Zac Efron, they don't set up shit for this.
No, they don't.
They said, you know what? They're on screen. You know what this is, and they just run with it.
They're pretty. They should be together. Okay.
Now, it's not just with this girl right here. They do a whole montage of trying to be funny, like they say. They try to set up a joke. These girls are like, why? Again, making a statement on the regular Baywatch show. Why are our bathing suits curl up our ass? They give you a montage of girls digging in their ass. pulling the bathing suits out, walking up ladders. They defeat everything that they think they're trying to be clever about. And what do they trade the cleverness in for? Dick jokes. There's 2 dick jokes in here, and they are long. They draw that out.
Phrasing.
Let you know what my mind is. they have a moment where they might try to change it up with, throwing in the scrotum, the taint, the balls, maybe an asshole.
It's gotten boring.
Lift his fucking scrotum and check his taint.
Dude, it's a taint, man. It's a taint.
You didn't even look. Get closer.
Ugh, it smells like yogurt.
Oh, there is a hole. That's just his butthole.
Smile.
It's childish.
That scene goes on and on. Even the dick is in there shaking his head. Y'all,
My career has come to this.
y'all need to quit. It's done, man. Y'all finished.
I used to do art films in the 70s.
How long we gonna do this? He said, I felt sorry for the dick. It looked bullied in this. And in that scene, they actually show it. I'm really getting tired of movies thinking they're being funny by showing a dick.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, they're going to be shocked by the penis. Like, not anymore.
All the edginess that they think that they're doing, like we said, it's dick jokes. If it ain't the dick joke, they take an opportunity to show you some bloody body parts. You know,
A foot. That's good luck. Pick it up.
that was actually a funny part in the movie. I heard you laughing over there. I was like, all right, you got me with that one.
Yeah.
But they have, did you notice like some of the jokes that they kept doing? Because The Rock is trying hard, man.
He is.
He is.
I mean, and the thing is, what the only thing that keeps this movie buoyed was
Yeah, boo-ee.
I'm not gonna boo you. I know you're better than that, so I'll be quiet.
is the Rock's charm. It's like they hired him because they know, look, this guy's charming.
Yeah.
And in the beginning, you're like, well, you know what, when nothing else, he's delivering these lines and he's funny and man, you just love The Rock. But there's that point where he can't save this. And even he checks out of it for a while.
Yes, he does. Yeah.
It's almost like he went to the writers and said, I need you to write me out.
Yeah.
I'll finish it, but I can't do this no more.
Yeah, them goddamn muscles can't save everything.
And the thing is, when he is not in there, you feel it.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, you do. And I'm going to give some other people credit here because The Rock is actually one of the guys who tries, and there are other people who are doing better. But and the reason why is because the material they give him, they give him this running gag, which gets old after 2 times, where his whole relationship with Zac Efron in the movie is just to call him names that are demeaning to him, like little boy, New Kids on the Block.
Hey, Steph.
Hey.
New Kids on the Block here is from Iowa.
Really?
Let me ask you this. A lot of oceans in Iowa?
No, just ponds and lakes and cocky pretty boys.
Absolutely, and we still don't give a...
Yeah, like we don't either. You know, they cut it off before they say fuck. Why? I don't know. 'Cause there's a red band trailer out there.
Okay.
But that's another thing. They just say fuck a lot. I mean, it's one of the most childish movies where I've seen them say fuck in the most childish way. They're like a kid who learned how to say fuck for the first time.
The second half of it, or certainly the third act, the R rating kind of went away because they weren't doing anything with it after that.
One thing I can't stand, I know I'm guilty of it sometimes too, and I'm hoping I'm more clever at it, but I'm sorry if I've ever offended any of the fat people out there, because now I hate fat jokes. I hate fat jokes are some of the easiest, and well, not when it comes to you, man. But that's when it's hilarious. But for everybody else, I hate it when that's just the joke. Be fat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They got this dude in here who looks like Josh Gad fucked Dave Grohl. Am I lying? No.
No,
you're not.
It is one of the creepiest things. And his joke in the movie, hey, we need a distraction. Go on the dance floor and do your fat thing. Mm-hmm. Oh, you know, what's funnier than being fat?
Oh, I got an idea. You're fat.
Yeah.
Hey, one of my character? Nah.
Hey, you want to hear something funny? Fat. Because when the movie runs out of jokes, they just say, go be fat. And what's funnier than being fat? Being naked and fat and demeaned. It's like they couldn't afford Josh Gad, so they got this dude right here.
Exactly.
This dude, his name John Bass, and I have nothing against him. Really, it was like
thankless role. It's like we got nothing for you, so just do stuff.
Yeah, they treated him like he was a low rent Josh Gad because they couldn't get him, and now they're having him just being a fool in here. I don't mind. Look, you know me, I'm not very PC myself. I don't mind a fat joke if it's kind of clever and funny. But when you just throwing a guy out there, take your shirt off and be fat. You fat fuck. You know, I'm like,
even
hey.
before we saw him, and I was like, Gertz, how many times do you think that guy is gonna fall in this movie?
Yeah.
And he fell like 4 or 5 times. I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, they went in slow motion and they have him fall just to do it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you know, the biggest problem with this movie is that I'm laughing, but I'm angry about this shit. There's a moment where this is supposed to be a parody of the show Baywatch. It turns into an episode of Baywatch.
Yeah.
It does.
It starts buying its own shit. Like where Baywatch, this is why I say that Baywatch knew what it was doing, because there's a point where they would knock that shit off and they would do something ridiculous. This turns into an actual crime story, like a crime procedural, and they get emotional with it.
Yeah.
There's a point they go into Zac Efron's background, and I'm thinking, okay, this is how they gonna play this up for laughs? And no, they actually trying to get tears out of us. They playing sad music.
Okay, there was one time though where they went in his background and I laughed because he was like, they said, "What are you, something?" And he goes like, "No, I'm Caucasian." And I was like, "All right, that's a good joke."
That's one of the moments where it's funny. You know,
one of the very few ones.
They do the tropes that people make fun of in serious police procedurals.
Yeah.
You were talking about what's the guy's name?
I don't know.
Rob. He's on
Rob Hubel.
Rob. Yeah. He's on a children's hospital.
Right. He was the other guy in How to Be a Latin Lover, whose name I couldn't think of.
Okay, I didn't see that, but I saw him in this, and he was fucking horrible.
Yeah, he was.
He was awful.
He was
so
usually
bad.
somewhat funny, but yeah, in this, nope.
And you know why? Because I thought about it. Because I said I've seen this guy. I like him on Children's Hospital. I've seen him on other things where I'm laughing, and the reason why is because he's the only one that gets it. But the movie's making him look like shit.
Yeah.
Like he's trying to play it like Baywatch. I'm trying to play it straight. I'm trying to like not crack up at these lame jokes that they wrote for me. And he's the one in the movie where he's actually trying to do a little wink and nod because he get these drugs and he's like, yes, I will make sure this goes to his right place. And it plays bad because they are playing it like a real police story.
No, go for it, man.
Well, because he's used to Children's Hospital, where they have the kind of humor that could pull something like this off, where you take something that's so ridiculous, but everybody plays it straight and it's funny.
Well, no, he was basically what Ice Cube's character was in 21 Jump Street, because he's like, how are y'all gonna pass for high schoolers? Y'all look like you're 40.
Yeah.
But like in this, he's the guy that's, like you said, he knows what it is, but nobody else does, so they make him look like crap.
Yeah, he's terrible in this, and it's not his fault. He's the only one that's playing it right. He did his job. And
I came here to fuck up. I don't know what y'all do.
And they fucked him up. I was like getting hazed at work or something, man.
Yeah, they did him wrong.
They did him dirty. And they can't even do a cameo right.
No.
Everybody knew it was happening, so no spoilers right here, but David Hasselhoff comes into the movie and he literally just pops up. He don't come in there, like this picture is a better cameo than him in the movie. He don't have a hamburger in his hand. He's not wearing like the Baywatch
leather?
clothes. Like any of that. He's come just in some shorts and some
Pulls
shirt.
up in kit. That would have been dope.
Oh, if he had crashed through the door.
Yes,
yeah.
Oh wow, Knight Rider.
No, it's like he was sleeping on the beach because he had no place else to live.
Yeah. Look, get mad at me if you want to. I don't give a fuck because it doesn't matter. The Rock is at the Sprint store doing some shit, and David Hasselhoff is behind him like, hey, that's the cameo.
What you doing here?
Hey,
guy?
what you doing, man? There's no clever cameo for him. Same thing with Pamela Anderson. She don't even have any lines when she pops up.
No.
In fact, some people in the audience, they were like, when they saw her, they're like, yeah. I was like, shut up. She ain't doing nothing but walking across the screen.
Right.
I'm going off. I don't know if am I going off too hard on this movie?
I feel like you're not. I feel like you're letting this by with a lot. It is a god awful movie. There's even certain cameos where not cameos, but scenes between two characters that works multiple times, like with the Rock and the cop, because that's one of the things where you're like, all right, if they know what they're doing, this cop is saying, you're not police officers, get away from this. Like if you want to help, go save somebody drowning or go stop somebody from running with fish sticks. But in this one, they bring the cop in, and I feel like they should have given him more stuff to do because he was the funniest person in this movie.
He is.
This movie is just so jarring. Like I didn't even know I was watching a movie at the time. I thought it was a joke. So it's this is I'm on bullshit. I feel like that's a pass.
I'm gonna tell you something. If the show does everything better than this movie right here. The show is more of a comedy than this is right here. It does everything better. If you want to see a real cameo, watch the show. I was watching some stuff today and I was like, oh shit, is that who I think it is?
Police. Come on, give me a break.
That's Bryan Cranston, man.
Right, Heisenberg
on a boat. I was like, wow, they got better cameos than this movie did. And that he did one show. Beginning of the movie, they had it's a waste. And if they're not using them well, they're just wasting them.
Hannibal Buress.
Hannibal Buress. I was about to say Danielle's guy. Hannibal Buress is in here. He's there. He cracks one joke, and then that's it. He has just one other thing to do. Yahya Abdul-Mateen. That guy is hilarious. I wish the movie was more on him.
You turned the canals into the goddamn X Games.
That's because we were in lifeguard pursuit.
Oh, okay. My bad. Except for there's no fucking such thing as lifeguard pursuit.
Every time he was on the screen, I said, you know what? I'm laughing so hard. How come we couldn't have more performance like that in there? Every time he left the screen, I was like, brother, take me with you, please.
Yeah.
Yes. Brother.
Like, that was literally the only time I think we sat up and see like, all right, he's back on. Let's see what he can do.
They had the possibility of being a good comedy duo in this.
Yeah.
But they just have them doing the most lame ass Three Stooges ass business. There's a part in here where they actually do that thing of, how are we going to get in there? I got an idea. Costumes. And the costumes don't even have... It has nothing to do with the story. It's just an excuse to show Zac Efron with his pretty ass dressed up like a woman and The Rock dressed up like a chef. And that's all they do with it. They come in, they talk about each other's costumes, and then they're out. They don't even use it correctly. It's just supposed to be, oh, look at them. They're dressed funny. You know, fuck this movie, man. Fuck this movie right up his Baywatch ass. I hate this fucking film. I hate it. I hate it for one, for all the things that I got a chuckle about, it just dug his heels in worse for me.
Yep.
Because a chuckle was something where, oh, this is what could have been. And furthermore, for a movie to want to be a parody of something and not understand exactly what a parody means for 2 hours, that's a sight to behold right there. This could have been something where these guys who think that they are cops could have been some of the most incompetent people fucking up the city.
Right.
And instead, what did they do? They actually made an episode of Baywatch. Baywatch will keep you for 30 minutes to an hour. They sit up here asking you to watch 2 hours of something that can't even hold a candle to this show. I don't care if you don't like it.
I don't feel this level of hatred that you guys do, because I was like, yeah, the show was awful.
Yeah.
And I don't expect this to be, if this can entertain me at all, I'm going to be amazed.
Yeah.
And for that first 15 to 20 minutes, I was like, okay, it kind of did.
I'm with you on this. I thought we saw a worse comedy last week. I thought the Amy Schumer movie was worse than this.
No, I missed that one.
No, not for me. No, man, this movie felt like it was holding me hostage. I was just sitting there like, Rock, I want to go home.
It's a fucked up film. It is a badly written, badly made, badly comedically timed, and yet it still thinks that it's doing something funny. I really hate when I see shit like this, and it's so miscalculated. It's just a bad film. I don't give a fuck what it's based on. It's a bad fucking movie. And it's like, and that's the biggest thing about it. It is
again, you're taking a personal front.
Yeah,
I don't see where this is coming
They
from.
ruined Zac Efron for him.
and my fucking baby. We ain't gonna do my baby
This
like
movie
that.
didn't make you fall in love with him. Hold that against it.
They gave your baby a job when nobody else would hire.
Goddamn right.
And they taking those jobs away from him. Every bad movie he makes is just decreasing his chances. He ain't gonna get too many more of these. I had to sit there for 2 hours and watch something that could have worked, not work. And that's my fucking life. That's why I'm offended by it. The hell with this movie. I stick by what I say. Fuck you. And one of these days, Martin Thomas, it's happened before and I can't think about it, but you are going to have this moment like I'm having right here.
With this movie?
Yeah, not with this movie, but you're going to find a movie that's pissed you off like this, and
Sure.
I will remember this. So
You've done it to me before.
So you let
don't
me
have to
have
remember.
mine.
I'm sure there's tape of it.
You let me have mine right now.
Okay, fine.
I'm not asking for much. I'm not even worried about your review. Let me be mad.
All right, be mad.
Thank you.
That's
Shit.
fine. Oh, it's solidly a matinee for me. And here's the reason why. No, I'm kidding.
I got scared. I was about to dart out that door behind us, man.
Funny thing, I'm mad. I'm not even mad. I'm mad at myself. I'm like, why am I so mad at this?
I don't like this movie. I'm never going to watch it again. But just on the merit of how it did do something, even like a little bit more than I expected, I give it a super low rental.
Gertz?
What's up?
Martin, I love you, man.
Good. You made
up
for
pretty
him.
much everything I felt
Good.
about it. Because I went into this dreading
you sucking his
this.
dick right now.
I went into this dreading this. Like, God fucking damn it. Especially when I saw the runtime. But for that first 20 minutes, it made me laugh a handful of times. I feel like we've seen so much worse.
Yeah.
You put in why him this weekend. Why did you do that?
Yeah, you threatened to leave the house?
Yeah.
I'm leaving if this stays on. I was like, damn, guys.
Yeah, I was like, he popped in why him, and I was like, dude, I'm not joking. If you leave this on, I'm going to leave. Even
Grown ass man pistol fit.
Yeah. What's
but
the
you played why
alternative?
him.
Yeah. What's the alternative? To sit there and watch a movie that I know I fucking despise?
Bitch, you made us
for an hour and a half.
Fuck you.
You hadn't seen it.
Fuck you.
You hadn't seen it.
But you knew it was trash.
I know, but you hadn't seen it. Period.
And they call me crazy.
Yeah. So for me, yeah, it's a rental. It's an unenthusiastic one. I will never see it again, ever, but it made me laugh a few times. And, hey, I feel like we've seen worse comedies this year already.
You know, it's funny when you say, I'll never see this movie again. It's like he took that as a challenge.
Yeah, you had one of those nights, those movie nights. He's going to make you see it again.
It's coming. Thank you, Coleman. I love you so much, man.
I think you and I, we're right there.
This movie,
we get it.
Yes,
you guys are running the joke into the ground like Baywatch.
Them running those same jokes into the ground is what killed it for me. If you do a joke maybe 2 or 3 more times, all right, I kind of get it. You could be in the rental some more bullshit territory. But when you do it 4 or 5 or 6 more times and it's not even hitting anymore, what the fuck are we here for? You're wasting my time. You're making this movie longer than it should be. Fuck this movie all the way through.
Amen.
God damn it. Fuck you. Fuck you.
Man.
Fuck all y'all. I'm out. God.
I'm glad there's no guns in the house.
No, I'm still going to shoot your ass. Hell, y'all don't understand.
I bet if it was someone else besides Zac Efron, you would have given this a rent.
No, don't pull that shit on me. Don't you think? You don't know me.
He knows it.
You don't know me. How long you been here? You don't know shit about me.
No, he's right.
It didn't help.
A rental? Like, we got more laughs out of Diary of a Wimpy Kid than this.
That movie was terrible, too.
Yeah, that movie was really
but y'all
bad,
gave it
too.
some old bullshit. And y'all gave this a rental.
Man.
Well, like, Diary of a Wimpy Kid, those were unintentional laughs from extras.
Exactly.
Like, that's the same thing with Battlefield Earth. That's a movie that's
I'm
hilarious
Martin.
because
How you know
it's
they're not doing that
terrible.
on purpose? Maybe it was part of the whole thing.
Do you think they did it on purpose?
Man, I don't know.
No, yes, you do. They did not do it on purpose. Don't you change your feelings?
Don't y'all talk shit about me being crazy and jumping out and lashing at people. You see the passion over here for some bullshit ass movie right here. And I'm glad you get me, sir.
That's you.
Yeah, we were fine. It's like,
Yeah, we're not passionate about it.
It's like, you guys can hate it all you want. We don't care. They didn't like Baywatch.
You remember this next time? When the Smurfs 2 come out, you remember this shit.